Hey guys, this is Jules. I have a card that I made for a friend of mine. Her name is Tasha, and her YouTube name is mississchic. Hey Tasha, I wanted to share the card that I made for her. I have her box here that I'm getting. Hopefully, I will be done this week sometime, and I can send it to her. I'm just gonna putting the last bits of stuff that I can gather for her. I did a drive for her not too long ago because she almost died. She got so sick from this strain of mold that was growing in her house, and she didn't know that it was even there, and she was getting so sick. And she's now not living at home. She's living somewhere else with her mom, but because of the exposure in that the mold can collect itself in like in fabrics and porous stuff like paper and whatever else. She lost all of her stuff, a lot of like her paper and her fabrics and felt and pretty much all of her crafty things. So she was pretty much at her end and wanted to quit altogether and not even scrap anymore, because it's pretty close to impossible for her to be able to replenish that, having to pay rent now as to where before she wasn't doing that. And so I felt bad. I don't know, that's if we can help somebody, why not, and she's a friend of mine. I've known her for quite a while, and she's been around since I started YouTube, about a year or so now. And I don't know, I just felt bad because she's like, I just should just quit, and I just couldn't. I needed some help, and I'm so glad that you guys, so many of you guys have stepped up and were able to help me get stuff gathered for her and replenish the stuff that she lost at her home. So that was just a great feeling and an exciting thing to see how many of you guys really cared about her. And she didn't think anybody would respond. And when she started getting packages in the mail, she was just blown away. She was texting me and sent me pictures of what she got, and I posted that. If you guys go to my blog to look at the detailed pictures, I'll have the link to this post down below the video here. And at the beginning of the post, there's some links to her channel and to the blog post that I had posted about her story and things. So yeah, I would really, really want you guys to watch her video. She's basically throwing out there her saying thank you to everybody that participated and that helped her. She was just touched, and I can tell that she felt like she didn't even have any words to express her thanks, and that was moving to me. So I'm just glad that she let me help her, and I can't do much myself, but we're pretty strong when it's a lot of us together, and I thank God for that. So thanks you guys for being part of the drive for Tasha. And yeah, it was a great thing. So I made this card for her so I could put it in her package. And it's so late, Tasha, I'm so sorry. She's already probably put things away and started scrapping already with all the stuff that she got. And I haven't even sent her my box, so I have it here though. It's getting packed. So what I did is I used some scraps of Webster's pages. Actually, I used this paper here. This one's called Time of My Life, and I just love the images. I love the colors, and so yeah, I just cut a piece off and was wanted to use it. So I cut a piece of craft cardstock that measures 6 by 5.5, so it's nice and square. And I cut the Webster's pages just enough where it will leave me some space down here to be able to put some lace. And at the time I didn't know what lace I was going to use until I saw a piece of it just sitting over here, and I'm like, oh, I can use that, because the colors just went really, really well with it. So this is creamy buttery yellow, and this is some creamy colors here too. So I used some Nestabilities dies or my spellbinders that were, what's it called, Labels 18, and I used 2 of the sizes here. Let me show you the actual die. I used this second one and the third one here, and this is what it looks like there too. So I used it as a stencil too, and as a die and a stencil. So when I cut it out, I left the actual dies on there, and I just inked up what was exposed. So what was covered, it kind of worked as a mask at the same time. So it left this white border on this top paper and on the back. And I ran this die cut through a Tim Holtz embossing folder. I think it's the burlap texture. So yeah, so I layered it together, and the stamp I got was from the dollar bin at the craft warehouse. And I like this. I always grab a bunch of them, and I sometimes just go for the sentiment. I don't think that I'll ever really use these, but I just went for the sentiment because I just like the lettering and stuff. It just looks really neat and classy. So I used this paper that I was going to use on the layout, and I didn't use. I just cut the paper in half, just ripped it actually, and set it behind this sheer ribbon that's kind of an olive brown kind of a color. And I wrapped some jute twine around it. Actually did some twine back there too. And made a bow and glitter misted a couple of white flowers from, I believe these are Wild Orchid Crafts. I have some I Am Roses, so I'm not really positive. I think they're, I don't know, it's one or the other, I can't remember. So yeah, I grabbed some glitter mist that I thought would match it, and I got the colors that I thought would go great. So this blue goes well with that, and this green goes well with the green back there. So I really like, I mean, I didn't add any charms, I didn't use any sprays, no bling, and I like the way that it came out. So yeah, so this is for you, Tasha. I'll be putting your box, trying to finish your die cuts that I promised you, and stick a few other goodies in there and stuff. I already have a few things in there. It's about halfway full. So, and you guys, the link to see the pictures, the detailed pictures, is down below, and the links are in that post so that you guys can read about Tasha's store if you haven't yet, and you can watch her video. If you click on mississchic, I think it's on the top part of the post. I have one, two, it's in the second paragraph, and it's in like orange yellow. It says mississchic. So if you click on that, it'll take you directly to her video where she's saying thanks and stuff for to everybody that participated in the drive. So I really appreciate you guys. I mean, if I can hug you and kiss you, I would. I'm sending it to you anyways. So thanks so much for watching, and thanks, Tasha, for being such a sweet friend and for letting me do this for you. Love ya. Alright guys, have a great week, and I will talk to you soon. Stay tuned for a couple other things. Bow Bunny, I have my Bow Bunny ready to go. My Gabrielle paper and my timepiece paper, and some other embellishments that go with the collections. And I got some more Kaiser Craft wooden embellishments, so you guys can click on the pictures on the right side of my blog to get to those posts. Bow Bunnies will be after the card though, so that's just the order it kind of fell today. So oh my gosh, I haven't went to bed yet, and it's like 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm about ready to crash. Alright you guys, talk to you soon. Bye.